Hey everyone, welcome to another vlog. I'm going to talk about a really interesting time in Japan that I had. So I lived in Japan from 2008 to 2015. And when my first year there, I had a friend who was working with I think she was working as a translator for this indie, I'm not sure what to call it. They're called Visual K, which is visual bands. And they have the look of the 1980s hair bands, but they can do metal, rock, pop, or anything in between, electro rock, things like that. So she was working with this band as a translator and also teaching the singer English. And they're an indies band. They were pretty popular. They're not small. They weren't small, but they weren't huge. That they were big enough. And he was telling her, we're going to be filming a music video, and we want to have non-Japanese girls be in the video. Do you know any? So my friend messaged four of us, or three of us, and said, hey, do you guys want to be in this video? And it was unpaid. We didn't even get food. We got no compensation whatsoever. But we were all like, let's do this. And they told us we needed black bikinis, which none of us had. So we had to go out and find them, which was, it wasn't summer, but it wasn't even near summer. So trying to find a black bikini or just a bathing suit in general was really hard. And so we all said, yeah, we're going to go. Well, one girl... so we met at, I want to say it was Nakano Station, and there was a sound studio there. So our friend who asked us all to come led us there. And, we said hi to the singer. The bassist was sleeping somewhere. And then there was a drummer, guitarist. Maybe he was guitar. I don't know. One of them was sleeping until they needed him. And then the other people were there. And then, it was a small production. And they had this comedian there. I forget his name. I want to say Gorgeous. He was like a really flamboyant pirate.
Yeah.
And so they led us up to this soundproof room. And it was the dressing room, and we got into our bikinis, and we went down, and we weren't really sure when we were needed. Nobody told us when we needed to be down there or when we were going on. It seemed like there was no plan. I guess there was an original plan, but it fell through, so they were going with this much simpler, probably cheaper version. And I think the guitarist and the drummer were brothers, and they were very kind, always asking, if you want to eat, you can do this, and is everything okay? Is it too cold in here? And I don't know who, they were very kind. The singer, I think he only talked to my friend because she was the one kind of heading us. She was like our agent, even though she was in the video also. And so we sat around for a long time, and we just ate and chit-chatted. And there was this really creepy dude. I don't know, he's probably part of the record label or something. Really creepy dude, kind of like, hey, foreign girls, yeah. And it was just like, no thanks, you're creepy. And then finally they needed us. So they gave us these blow-up dolphins, like here. And at first they said, hold them over your heads and then just jump up and down. So that was the whole thing that we did. So we did that. with the band in front, and we were just jumping up and down, as you saw. And then they said, okay, we want to do, individual shots of you guys playing with these inflatable dolphins. So they were pool toys, basically. So I know we were riding them, and then we were jumping in a line, and I know the singer and the pirate went past, like here. They did individual shots of us, like dancing around and things like that, like individually. And the one thing that happened was one of us, we all had black bathing suits except for one girl. She had red, but they ended up using her for the album cover because she got really a really good bathing suit and she looked really good in it. They didn't take a picture of her face, but they used her for the album cover, and the rest of us were so we were all in black and one girl in red, and yeah, that's all we did. And I remember the drummer, he was in the back, and he turned around and he's like, are you guys okay? Do you need a break? And we're like, no, we're good. It's not that hard holding up a pool. It's okay. We're good. So he was very kind, always asking, do you guys need a break? Is everything okay? And so that's basically my experience filming a music video. And so it was done. We said "Otsukare-sama," and we went upstairs and we got dressed. At one of the band members left all their clothes on the floor, and I remember I took a picture because I thought it was so funny. And the comedian was done, and he had gotten undressed, and he came up and he was saying "Otsukare-sama," which means, good work today. And we're like, who is this guy? And he's like, oh, I'm gorgeous. And we're like, look totally different. We didn't even recognize him out of his makeup because it basically like drag. He was like a drag pirate. And when out of his makeup, you're like, what? You're the pirate? Oh, we didn't even know who you were. We're just like, oh, there's this like weird guy coming into the dressing room. We were all dressed, of course. And then, so he was very nice and he left. And then we left, and that was basically my experience with the video. So if you want to watch the video, it's in a link below. And that was an uncredited, we were credited. If you get the album for Uchu Sentai Noise, it's 2008. It was a single, Sentimental Dropkick. And we are all credited in the album, which is pretty cool. And we were also on like a banner or promotional material for the song. So we're very tiny, but they also colored our bathing suits, so we're very rainbow-like. There's like black, red. And so that was pretty cool. I got credited, so I have that to my name, and it's gonna be a fun story to share with my kids when they're older, and with my grandkids if I end up having them, if I had to do, whichever is fine, So that was really fun, except for the creepy dude who wouldn't stop talking to us. That's how it is, though,